Hi, welcome back to the channel, The College Process. Once again, I'm Ed from Principia Prep, and today we're going to be going over the latest update on the $10,000 federal loan forgiveness, extensions, forgiveness, refinancing student loans, and everything you should be doing right now. Now, before we begin, if you are new to the channel and looking for additional college content, please subscribe button down below. It will notify you when new videos do come out. As well as if you do enjoy today's video, please leave us a like. It does help the channel. As well as if you have any comments or questions throughout today's entire video, just leave them down below in the comment section. I do answer all your comments and questions, by the way, you guys leave on the videos here. And of course, we are running, once again, the James Russo Memorial Scholarship. If you want to be eligible for our scholarship program here at the organization, very simple. Just watch the video here. It's in the description down below explaining how our scholarship program works here at our organization. As well as also in the description down below is the organization's Venmo, as well as our buy us a coffee if you want to help support the channel, allowing us to keep making these college videos for you guys out there. And all that being said, let's jump right into today's video. The latest update on the $10,000 federal loan forgiveness, extensions, forgiveness, refinancing student loans, and everything you should be doing right now. So now it's just about 3 weeks left before the federal forbearance is essentially going to be over with, and people are going to start to go back into the repayment phase, basically starting as of August 31st. There's essentially 3 things that are going to happen right now. So everyone watching here is probably wondering, what are we going to hear, what are we not going to hear, so on and so forth. The reality is, in the next couple of days, if not maybe a week, maybe 2 weeks tops, we will be getting information about what's going on with the federal loan forgiveness program. Now, essentially with 3 weeks left, the first option the administration could elect to do is they could come out right now and basically say, okay, repayments are starting up immediately starting on September 1st, let's call it basically. Now, I have very little doubt this is going to happen for a few reasons. Obviously, with everything going on in the world, inflation and so on and so forth, and obviously the midterms, which is a big thing, good, bad, or indifferent. Obviously, I don't want to make this a political channel, but realistically speaking, with the midterms and everything else going on, and the bills are trying to pass and everything else going through the administration, very likely the student loan stuff is more likely at the bottom of the list of the stuff they're looking to do at this point in time. So very likely, them coming out and say repayments going to start up is very unlikely, especially since the fact that no one's gotten any notifications just yet. So it's very unlikely they're going to say a week, 2 weeks, even 3 weeks, so they come out in the next day or two and say, we want you to go right back into repayment. I do not believe the administration to come out of nowhere and say, okay, everyone's going back into repayment starting September 1st, essentially. I don't see the administration bum rushing everyone into repaying. So I don't see this happening. Then, of course, you have option number 2 on the table here, which everyone, obviously, since basically the beginning of March 2020, has been waiting for, or some kind of validation, or some kind of an idea what they're going to do, which is obviously the $10,000 loan forgiveness. Obviously, if you watch my other videos, you understand that the $50,000 loan forgiveness was really never on the table. The reality is that was never going to happen, good, bad, or different. The amount of money was just too high. Plus, the reality is most people, when they take out the federal direct loans, especially the student federal direct loans, only get to around $27,000 cap for most students, because every year you guys get a different amount of student loans from the federal government. But those amounts for the $5,500 for freshman year, the $6,500 for sophomore year, and the $7,500 for obviously junior and senior year of college, those numbers add up to about $27,000 of federal direct loans, which means the $50,000 number was never realistic, to be honest with you. But that being said, I don't imagine that right now the administration is ready with everything else going on in the world to basically roll out the $10,000 loan forgiveness. I don't think this is going to happen. I think it will happen down the road, but not just yet. Then we're basically left with option number 3. And for option number 3, I think this is what's very likely going to happen. I believe, and I've been saying this in my other videos, we're going to see another extension. Now, there's many different reasons why I think this is going to happen, as well as this has also been in the news in various different formats. In fact, it's even been reported by CBS News that students have yet to be notified of the repayment beginning. So the repayment process happening is very unlikely. As well as also the Biden administration came out and said that when they did the extension back in April, going into August 31st of no payments need to be done, still in forbearance, at that time the White House came out and said, they're going to tell us by the end of this extension, they're either going to A, provide us the $10,000 loan forgiveness and how it works, or they're going to B, provide us another extension. So obviously here, once again, I think they're going to kick the can down the road, and we're going to see another extension. Which, believe it or not, for many of you out there, I understand everyone's waiting in the wings here for that $10,000 loan forgiveness. And I understand that everyone wants the news and understands, kind of figure out their life, their financial situation of, if we're going to get the $10,000 loan forgiveness, what should we do? But the reality is, the more extensions we get, the better you guys are, because of many reasons. Right off the bat, every time they extend the loan forbearance, that means the loan is at a 0% rate. which helps out a tremendous amount of people. And I believe they're going to extend it again at least until the end of November. And believe it or not, there's actually reports out there from other different loan companies as of SoFi. You can see here the article from SoFi, where they're indicating they believe the administration is going to push us all the way, the extension all the way up until the new year, right after January 1st. Which, believe it or not, this would be amazing news. I know a lot of people don't want to hear that, but the more extensions, the better. Because the more extensions allows those people that haven't got their debt down to the $10,000 limit, which I told everyone to do, is pay your federal loans at least down to $10,000 if you can. If you get a $10,000 forgiveness, obviously you have nothing left. It gives you guys time to keep paying down the loan at a 0% rate down to the $10,000. It also helps the parents that have the Parent Plus loan, which are still somewhat in limbo. We're not sure if they're going to include the Parent Plus loans here, as well as the federal direct loans combined. They have indicated, the administration, they're looking for broad-based student loan forgiveness program, which does mean, in my eyes, that it means the federal direct student loans as well as the Parent Plus loans, but we need more clarification on this. So for you guys, for the parents, the more time at 0 rates, no payments need to be done, so on and so forth, also a huge benefit. And for those families out there that are struggling to make any payments, whether it's going to be for the federal loans before they come to due, or the private loans, this gives you guys a great amount of time to keep reducing down your private loans. Because obviously the private loans are not in forbearance right now. The college, the Sallie Mae's, the state loans as well, like New Jersey class loan and so on and so forth. All these different private loans are not in forbearance. So what you guys should be doing out there, if you have the private loans, as I mentioned in other videos, guys should be going out there and refinancing your loans, especially before rates get any higher. The refi companies, if you're not sure which way to go or even how to start a refi situation, on the private side, obviously, not in the federal loans just yet, but on the private side for you guys, if you're looking to refinance your private loans, very simple. I have this video right here. A link is in the description down below that explains to you guys how to go out and do the refinancing, which companies are the best, which companies are not the best, so on and so forth, interest rates, what to consider if you're refinancing. I talk about all that stuff here in this video right here, once again, in the description down below, if you're looking at refinancing your private loans. But all that being said, once again, I do believe we're back to pushing the can down the road, and if we do get an extension all the way past January 1st, this is very good news. I know everyone doesn't want to hear this, but it's amazing news. And all of that being said, if you have any comments or questions, once again, leave them down below in the comment section. I do answer all your comments and questions you guys leave down below in the comment section. As well as if you do enjoy today's video, please leave us a like. It does help the channel. As well as if you need any help with any of the loan process, refinancing, any admissions or college financial aid process, once again, on the screen is my contact information. That's actually my cell phone number. Easiest way to reach me, by the way, is text message. Also, you can even email me as well. Either way, it gets to me very quickly. As well as if you do need to sit down, I do sit down with families one-on-one through Zoom. And once again, text message is the easiest way to set up a meeting through that avenue. And all of that being said, thank you once again for watching today's video. Once again, I'm Ed from Principia Prep.